In this video, we'll talk about function. This is only an overview about function. What is a function? Okay. So in the coming videos, we'll talk about functions a little bit more. A function is a relation between a set of inputs. This is the set of inputs, and a set of possible outputs. This is the outputs. Okay. Where each input is related to exactly one output. Okay, each input is related exactly one output. Okay, but this is not a problem. Also, this C does not violate the definition of function. C can be just in the set, but it is not related with one output. Okay, and the same for the output also. For this part here, we call it the domain, okay, from A to E. And this part here, from 1 to 6, we call it the codomain, from 1 to 6. And the output, the solution we can say of this codomain is 2, 3, 5. So we call it the range also, okay? So the range is 2, 3, 5. We also represent them in this way. F of A is equal to 2, okay? Or we can say also 2 is the image of A, okay? Now, you can think about a function in this way. You have something as an input, and you have your machine. Your function is doing some operations, and it gives you the output. Okay, for example, 4 and 16 are the inputs. Okay, your machine, your function is the square root, and you will have an output. Let's do it. The square root, so 4 is the input, square root is your machine, your function. So the square root of 4 is 2, your output. Okay, and doing the same for 16, so the square root of 16 is 4. Okay, now let's see this example. Determine which of the following is a function. This is the definition of function. So for first one here, you see that basically each input is related exactly with one output. Okay, and this does not violate the definition of function. So this is a function. Okay, let's see this one here. We see that this input is related with exactly one output, and this B also is related exactly with one output, but this violates the definition of function. Why? Because C is related with two outputs, and here we said that each input is related to exactly one output, but here we have C is related is the input, and we have 3 and 4 as outputs. So this violates the definition of function. This is not a function. Okay, let's see this one. A is the input, so it is related exactly with one output. B is the input, is related exactly one output. C the same, D the same. So this does not violate the definition of function. Okay, so each input is related exactly one output. It can be the same output also with like B and D, but this does not violate the definition of function. Okay, so this is a function. Now, representing of functions, we represent a function with several ways. It can be by an equation or in a table, or by words or by a graph. Okay, let's see some examples. Representing of function with an equation, it can be like that. I think you already saw this type of equations. F of x is equal to x squared plus 1. Okay, or by a table, you see xy, so basically this table comes from this equation. You see 0, if you replace instead of x 0, so 0 square is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, so you get for y 1. And if you do the same here also, you will get for x 1, so 1 is squared is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, okay, and so on. Or by words, here we have let f of x be the function, okay, f of x be the function that takes an input x and returns, so input is x, and returns x squared, you see x squared plus 1, okay. So this is by inwards. And finally, in a graph, you see this is the curve, we say the curve of x squared and 1 on the y-axis, okay. Thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next video.